Marshall. I play Harrison Dula on Star Wars Rebels, and you're watching The Cyber Nerds. Fan for life. May the Force be with you.
We are live. Guys, I'm Joe, 1/3 of The Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven, your GS.
And welcome to another episode of Sith Temple, Rebels Review. And today we're reviewing episode 11 of season 4, Dume. Dume.
I'm just going to start with the negative stuff already. Like, there's an aspect in this episode that really annoyed me.
Don't just call it an aspect. Go ahead, fam.
You know what I mean? Like, it's an aspect because like everything else is it's kind of deep. But so there is a part where Zeb, right? Zeb is looking at what's the assassin's name? I can't remember. There's the assassin, and it goes, "Oh, he's looking at me." Sabine goes, "Oh, what is he doing? Oh, I don't want to look again. He's got creepy eyes." Right? Now, we all know, okay, this is a Disney Channel, and we've had this conversation about, okay, there's certain parts they got to make it childish, but 2 minutes later, you have Zeb beating the crap out of him. Like, Sabine has to stop him from literally murdering this guy, like beating his head to a pulp. Like, that is annoying. Like, you cannot like be childish when Caleb just being killed. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? Like, how can you be like, oh, he's looking at me? Like, everybody's mourning right now, and that really threw me off. Like, right away, I was like, what is this? Like, your teammate, your leader's been killed, and you're just gonna be like, because someone's got creepy eyes.
Yeah, look,
that was dead.
Man's really got to just put that down to being on Disney XD. Like,
no, I don't know.
The
no.
reason
you can't say it, and then 2 seconds later he's beating the hell out of the guy.
And that's why I say you have to put it down to Disney XD, because that's not even the point I thought you was gonna say. Obviously we haven't spoken about this, but that whole part in general kind of threw me off, because I didn't like that Zeb didn't kill that guy. Now, like, obviously some people might be like, oh, like, that's murder, like, but these lot are in war. Like, we're in war. Like,
this people get killed all the time.
This is a real war. Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't just think, like, Sabine's idea was to, oh, let's go blow up the parade. Like, let me break this down for you for what she's saying. Let's go and mass murder. That's what she...
Terrorism.
Yeah, like, that's what she was talking about.
Right.
But then they scaled the mission down to, like, all right, let's just... They blew up some stormtroopers already. They killed some stormtroopers already. But when it came to, like, just finishing this guy off, like, oh, no, we're not going to do it this way. We're going to paint him up.
Paint him up and send him off.
Like, and that's probably one of the most... outside of Thrawn, there's Thrawn and then there's that guy who's after them. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't...
The guy's an assassin.
Yeah. I didn't understand those parts. I didn't really like
and like that to me also felt like a filler, because every time there was a cut back to Ezra, 2 seconds later we're getting cut back into, like, to them again, which I'm like, why? Like, right now you're not giving me anything. Like, there's something going on with Ezra right now with the Loth-wolves. Why do you keep giving me 10-20 seconds of him and then going back to these guys for another minute or two? Like, that whole thing threw me off.
Yeah, see, do you know what? Yeah, it's because it's funny, because I'm watching this episode and I'm like, oh, this is filler. Oh, wait, no, it's not filler. Oh, this is filler. No, this is... I felt exactly the same way. I'm like, man, listen, it would have just been... For me, this episode could have been just cut in half. Like, you can take all that Sabine and Zeb stuff out. Absolutely. And make it all Hera and all Ezra.
That's it.
And you're just having them cut back between how both of these guys are dealing, or this, you know, how Hera and Ezra are dealing with Kanan's passing, because realistically, like, Kanan meant the most to those two. So just having Zeb and Sabine just running around doing nonsense, like, you could have just spoke about that in one line. Like, they could have went off to do that thing and then just
not show anything.
Yeah, not showing it. Yeah, like, because they really didn't do anything.
They didn't.
They did nothing.
And then you could just always like, oh, like, they probably kill someone, but that would have just been us assuming, like we always do with Star Wars. But just showing that was just a waste of time, especially it's a critical time to show relevant things, to blow our minds. This is it. Like, you left us in suspense with the last episode, which finished with I'm forgetting his name now. Kanan being killed. Then from then on, I do not want to see any fillers. From then on, it's peak time. Okay, you get to more in a little bit. And you know what was so good about the last episode is that the way they ended the episode, it was black and white with ashes, no sound. Usually you get the theme song, nothing.
I think the only other time they did that was when Ahsoka left the Jedi.
Right.
The Jedi, and that was in
Clone Wars.
So I guess this was their one episode of.
You know what I mean? Like, and even when it started, it was like, it's still black and white. So it's still showing us that we're mourning. So why are we getting these little things? Like, sorry, like, yeah, we've been patient enough. You know, the way they've been going back and forth with Rebels, like, you know, peppering it up, then kind of watering it down, and then, you know, raising the bar, then, sorry, this is not the time to do that. You know, you just gotta go through it. Now, I'm done with that.
Yeah, let's go to some positives.
Some positives.
Go ahead.
The Loth-wolf, the massive one that has appeared.
Dume. You mean Kanan?
Kanan.
Okay. So we're just. I was gonna ask you, but we're clearing that up right now.
We're super clear on that. We are super clear on that.
Okay.
And that is just. This is where I'm like, this is why I got a lot of Star Wars, because it's like. As soon as he said, I am Dume, flashback. The first time Ezra met the Loth-wolves, they kept saying, Dume, like, as in, like, and at those times, Kanan was never with them. So it's like, were they looking for him? You know what I mean? Like, everything that's happening in Loth-wolf right now. And it just makes me think, okay, like everything is moving forward. Everything's moving forward so quickly that we need to find Kanan. And all of a sudden, when he appears now as Dume, is a huge Loth-wolf. You know what I mean? Like that. I love stuff like that, man.
See, now, obviously, it's not been confirmed that that's Kanan, but to me, like, it's Kanan. But Kanan. One thing that I thought about the Loth-wolf is that, because I was watching it, I was like, as soon as he said, I am Dume, I said, no, you mean you are Kanan. Because, obviously, when the wolves meet Kanan, they're like, Dume, and he's like, that's my name. Because they can see you. They can see, force, yeah. Yes, they can see you, like, they can see who you're supposed to be or who you're gonna be, or do you know what I'm saying? Like,
sort of like Neo when he just sees the code.
Yeah, like they can see that. But my question was like, why is Kanan or Dume so big compared to the others? And then I was like, I guess the size of the Loth-wolf, like, this is just for me, determines, like, the size of the Loth-wolf is how strong you are with the Force.
Right.
Like, remember when we saw what's that thing called, man? The thing that used to talk to Kanan in the desert. The big monster, the Force monster.
Oh, we're talking about the. Oh my days! I was just thinking about him last episode as well.
Anyway, but like,
yeah,
like,
it'll come back to me.
Yeah, so you see how large he was,
right? And
how strong in the Force he was. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what's going on. Like, because Kanan's strong in the Force, that's why his Loth-wolf is so much bigger than the other Loth-wolves. Like, the other Loth-wolves might have just been like regular people.
Oh my days, you just blew me.
Fam,
you just blew
listen, no, it gets deeper. The other Loth-wolves could have just been regular humans that have just had a connection to the Force. But Kanan's been growing and growing and growing, so like that's why his Loth-wolf's so much bigger. So when you get to like other people stronger in the Force, do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
bro.
Oh my days, you just blew.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's all I thought.
Oh my days! All right, so you was talking about the big guy.
I don't know how I forgot his name, bro.
But Kanan Jareth, Jedi Knight. And he was him that pulled Kanan into him.
Catch up.
But I'm catching up. I'm catching up. Like, as soon as you said you was trying to remember his name, and I was trying to remember his name, and then I remember the way he always called Kanan Jared.
Fam.
That, and then I just start to remember all those things, and then like it's just like, this is why I just love this, because it's like they just keep bouncing back and forth, and then you know when the pieces start to come together, it makes a lot more sense of the whole event that's going on, you know, and how he was talking about, you know, you're conflicted, you know, if you're supposed to be in the same position as I am, the same element, you cannot be that.
Yeah.
And now that I'm thinking now of last episode when he's talking to Ezra, and you know, like, yo, I'm conflicted, you know, I can't be this because I can't be part of that. That is you. I'm in a different place now. Big man.
Even the things where Dume's talking to Ezra, like, that's why the first thing Ezra says is Kanan, because he feels Kanan's force, and it's just not Kanan, and that's when he even wakes up, he says Kanan again, because
because he feels it.
Man was just talking to, like, man's not just having episodes. He can feel Kanan's there, and that's what's going on. Right. So like, that's just what I like about that whole thing. One thing, the theme of this mission, of this whole episode, was like, we're mourning Kanan, but we're finding our new paths. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Hera's kind of like putting together, like, alright, Kanan was part of my family, boom, 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 boom. And then Seb and Sabine come back with the only vital information that they have, that that the power cells are blown up and all the factory lines stopped. So that their mission, Kanan's mission, or the rebels' mission, is a success. Now let's move forward. And that Kanan, now Ezra's coming back, full force leader now. I've got our first mission, and this is what we're going to do. So it's all mad. If the next episode ain't peak, fam, so I'm gonna lose my mind. Now
another big piece that was left right at the end, towards the end, was the stone. So now we've got 3 hand signs. I can't remember where. I've seen it before.
Fam, it's the Mortis episodes.
The Mortis episodes. So yeah.
How did I forget? Yeah. Okay,
we're gonna
So, God, I'm sorry it took me so long to remember this, but Dume says something about fix the past, redeem the future.
Right.
Now, obviously, if you're deep in this like us, man, are, you know about what happens in the Mortis episodes. Obi-Wan and Anakin get stranded on this planet. It's weird and it's false. And what happens on this planet? They mess with time. I don't know what fix the past and redeem the future means from Dume, but if we're gonna start getting into Mortis territory where like time can be changed, like humans or force users can transform into animals, like do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so excited for the next episode.
This is where, but this is what is expected at this time, stage, point. You know, like, give us more. You know, we're talking about the force. We're talking about the elements. You know, we're just just putting everything together instead of, you know, just wasting time going back and forth with stuff that gives nothing to anyone.
Yeah. See, and even like just because from what we were talking about in the last episode about Governor Price, this really annoys me. Yeah. So the start of this episode, Governor Price is all the same Governor Price she was from the episode before. Oh yes, I'm savage. I'm savage. Soon as Thrawn comes around, she's a coward again. Fam. I don't like.
Got put in a place.
Yeah, right. I don't like that, and I told you, like, it doesn't make sense to the character for them to have her just flip flop like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
She really believed in that hype. Like, you know, like I said before, like she saw that opportunity to fix something that to her was the most important thing, and even then she's like, yo, I don't care about that. Like, you can tell, like, she believed in her own hype.
Yeah, she
was
wrong.
Until it's like, oh, you've just accomplished like what those guys were doing in the first. But she got caught up in that, and that's what I was trying to say. Like, last was like, yo, she just cares about the mission from before, which now becomes a lot less smaller than what's in play. Yeah. Which is what the mission they was trying to accomplish in the first place. So
she made the wrong move anyway.
Yeah, she's a mom.
Anyway, any final thoughts?
Next episode. That's it. Next episode. Bring it on. Bring the Mortis. Bring the Force. I want to see everything, like, deeper levels deeper levels. That's where my mind's is right now.
You said it all, man. Guys, jump in the comment section below and let us know what you think all of these things, the hand symbols, Dune, is Dune Kanan, is Kanan Dune? Like, what is going on? Did you think that them painting up the assassin and sending them back was retarded? Let us know. Anyway, I'm Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
And I'm Raven the GS.
We'll see you on the next episode, coming soon.